I'm Ben with the Waterloo, Wisconsin Historical Society. Today we take a look at 120 North Monroe Street in downtown historic Waterloo, Wisconsin.
On the top of the building is the name Volker, V-O-E-L-K-E-R. And it so happens that Matthias Volker, born 1868 in the town of York, purchased the produce business of Roach and Sieber near the turn of the century. Thus began his 30-year career in the business of food.
This man built this building in 1908 and launched into a popcorn enterprise and later became a multimillionaire, right?
Correct.
So this was no small business.
No, he was an entrepreneur, he was an inventor, he was a marketing man, and he had a strong work ethic. And therefore made a lot of money and sold good popcorn.
So it's almost like a franchise model where he's allowing other owners to buy into his company and start their own popcorn stores. And I'm sure some of the profits go back to him.
Correct. In 1906, he also invented a scoop, improved scoop, which was used to gather up grain. The scoop factory opened in Waterloo, and here's a plan of it. And
This is the plan here?
yes, in this factory, and it would sell 90 scoops a day. Popcorn was sold every night the band played. I think it was Friday nights. I played in the city band, and there was a popcorn stand there. And everybody enjoyed having popcorn.
Do you have a bag of it here we can try?
Yes. Well, you
Is it 100 years old?
No, it isn't. We have a bag of seed
Okay.
in the case.
I wonder if they'd still pop.
I don't know. Let's see.
He builds the building in 1908 and then eventually sells to the Sklitsky, am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, Sklitsky.
Sklitsky
Lawrence
family.
Sklitsky.
That became a feed and seed store. Okay.
Right. Very popular.
Here we are.
Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Where are we?
We are at the Shop Salon and Spa, downtown Waterloo. This is a chair rental salon, so the girls who rent chairs here own their own business.
That's very interesting. The original purpose of this building dealt with kind of a franchise type model also. It looks stunning in here. Well, tell me about what you did.
Sure. So my dad remodeled this building, wanting to keep some of the natural things in here, the walls and the trim, and he redid it to look old world Florida with the tin and the clean woods and white. Everything's white in Florida.
Very cool. How did you come up with the name The Shop?
Well, conveniently, The Shop is a great name for a salon and spa, but it is what I called my dad's business growing up. He owns the Waterloo Building Center, downtown Waterloo, a construction company, and we always called it The Shop. So, continuing that on, I think was really a good idea to name the salon The Shop.
That's cool. So I see now why you have these tool chests, kind of a little bit of a tribute there.
It totally is. I've seen you in here getting your hair cut.
Busted. Yeah, and let me just say on a personal note, I've lived in New York, Boston, Madison. I have never received such an awesome haircut. Mackenzie does an amazing job. So what do you know of the history of this building?
I know little about the history. I knew it was a salon before me and a salon owner before her. And there was something about a popcorn place.
The popcorn place.
Yes.
I'm impressed that you know that.
Thank you.
Let me tell you a short story about Matt Volker, the man who built this building.
Cool.
So he came to town around 1900 and decided he would make his fortune with popcorn. He was a genius. He went around to all of these farmers. He was looking for the perfect kernel, and he found a small sweet kernel he named Baby Rice. And he said, I need more of these. I need more from these farmers. They could only harvest so much. He looked at their equipment and invented them a better scoop, a means of harvesting it. And he actually built a scoop factory here in town and sold 90 per day all over the United States.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't stop there. He decided to mass mail all of these seeds to different general stores. It was almost a similar strategy to renting chairs. Except it was popcorn shops all over the country. He became a multi-millionaire in a time when $1 million was worth $35 million. So the guy was flamboyantly successful. But his headquarters, his base of operation, was where you and I are sitting right now.
That is crazy and so cool.
In 1925, almost 100 years ago, when Matt Volker passed away, his funeral was held at the church, which is now the Historical Society. It's written that the entire town shut down. All businesses were closed. Everyone went to pay a fine farewell to their friend. The attendees spilled out into the lawn. 51 years later, the grandson of Matt Volker, Skip, teamed up with Jim Heyer to save the church from being torn down and started the Historical Society. What a cool story. 120 North Monroe Street. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We plan to feature more businesses around town as we look at historic Waterloo, Wisconsin, then and now.